Hello, my name's Alex and welcome to my channel. Over here we like makeup, we like panning content and we like realistic vlogs, so if any of those things sound like a good time to you, please stick around. In this video today I'm starting my second panning game of 2025 and this one is going to be Deck of Panning, which I'm really excited about. Deck of Panning was invented by the creator Emily and Max and it is based around a deck of cards. So each month Emily and Max create a little game board for us to use, and the idea is that you randomly draw a card and each card is associated with the space on the game board, and then it gives you a prompt to choose the makeup item that you're going to be panning based on the card. So I'm going to put the game board up here just so that you can have a little look and see what we are playing with this month. And the idea is that the creator will shuffle the game boards every month, so you could draw two different cards but still get the same prompt, or you could draw the same card and then get different prompts. So it's all very random and quite a lot of fun. I really like this randomised approach to planning because the way my brain works is that I just can't choose like a piece of makeup to like stick to, so I really like the way that these sort of more randomised games work. So I think without further ado we're going to give our cards a little shuffle, which I'll do on... Oh, that's the other thing that I wanted to add. So on the game board, the creator has the Joker in play, and this deck doesn't have any Jokers in it. So I'm just going to substitute one of the Jacks for a Joker. So I think I'm just going to randomly choose the Jack of Spades. So if I get the Jack of Spades, that is my equivalent of getting the Joker. And then maybe at some point I'll remember to get a new deck of cards that has a Joker in, but for now I'm comfortable with playing it that way, and the creator is very open to us to being really interpretive with the game and just making the prompts and the game work to fit you, which is I think really great and really fun, and I really admire her dedication to bringing this game for us to play every year, and I'm so excited that I get to join in this time. So I think I've rambled for long enough. It is time to draw the cards. So just one last shuffle here on camera, but I've just been kind of shuffling them consistently in my lap. And then should we do a little break as well? Okay. So you start with 5 products. So I'm just going to pull 5 cards now and tell you what each one is on the game board for January. I've got the 9 of Spades, and the 9 of Spades is letter, so I think that means that we have to randomise a letter and then choose a product based on that letter. I've got the Queen of Diamonds, so the Queen of Diamonds is pick your space, so I just pick any space on the board. That is what I will use as my prompt for that one. I've got the Queen of Spades. This Queen of Spades is also pick your space, so I get to pick my own space on the board for Queen of Spades as well. I've got King of Diamonds, another picture card, wow. King of Diamonds is no pan left behind. So that's really exciting. I'm quite glad I've got that one because sadly I was thinking about what I would do if I got this card. That's great. And then the last card that I've got is the 7 of Clubs. And 7 of Clubs is a blush. Oh, okay, wow, okay. So all great prompts. I'm a little bit sad about the picky space ones. I wanted the game to pick rather than me pick, so bear with me. I will go and get some products and then I'll talk you through what I've got. So I've gone and selected the products that we're going to be using for our first month of Deck of Panning. 9 of Diamonds was letter, which was a random letter generator, and I generated the letter K. I'm filming on my phone at the minute, so I can't show you real time what the letter that I've generated is. You're just going to have to trust me. It was a K. Who would want a K anyway? But I was quite excited by K because I got NYX Smooth Whip in the shade Kitty Belly. I think I've only worn this once so far, so I was going to be quite mean to myself and say that I had to finish it, but I don't know how long it takes to finish one of these. How big is it? It's 4 mils. I'm going to put a big usage goal on it though, so I'm going to put 50 uses on Kitty Belly. It is this lovely, like, warm pinky terracotta-y sort of colour. Just swatch that there. I'm looking forward to getting a lot of use on that, so I'm going to put a high usage goal on that of 50. I don't think it'll be finished in 50 uses, but that'll get a good amount of that used. Then we have the 7 of Clubs, which was a blush. I'm really excited about the blush, so I've been working on this in my own time anyway, and it's so old and battered and bruised, and it's actually been discontinued. This is the California blush by Benefit, and they don't make it anymore. This is how old it is, but there's so little of it left. Look, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to swatch it. It's this like peachy pink with a gold sort of shimmer in it. I do think as it's got older, the gold shimmer's not been as obvious or prevalent, but I usually go over everything with a blinding highlighter now anyway, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, so the swatch of it is a little bit weird just because I can't really get into the pan that well. It's a really nice bright peachy pink, and it did have a gold shimmer in it, but the gold shimmer doesn't show up that well anymore. But yeah, this back in the day was an absolute favourite blush of mine, but it needs to get out, and we're getting there already. So I am going to put a finish goal on this. This is going to be out in 2025. Then we got two queens, didn't we? We got the Queen of Diamonds and the Queen of Spades. So they were pick your space. So I went for, oldest, which would have been the Four of Spades. And I went for this very, very old NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Amethyst. And my God, I love the shade of this. I don't even think NYX make liquid suedes anymore, do they? But I love the shade of this, and if I could just find something that emulates this, I would get rid of this one, just because it is so old. It doesn't smell bad or anything, and it still performs as far as I know, but it's just really, really old. It's probably like over 10 years old. I'll just put a little goal on that, 10 use goal, and hopefully in those 10 uses I'll be able to find something, because it's like such a bright, obnoxious colour, but I really, really like that colour on me. So 10 use goal on the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Amethyst. Then the other pick your space, I just picked primer, and I'm currently working on this Paula's Choice Smoothing Primer Serum anyway, and it's only small, so I know primers are a little bit of a gimme anyway, and this small size is like a double gimme, but I just wanted to be sure that I can keep the project moving nicely. So I just thought I would use this as my other pick your space. I actually really like this primer, and I think when I run out, I might buy the full size version of it. But yeah, just a nice quick gimme product for that other pick your space. So I am going to be panning this in this project. The King of Diamonds was my last card. That is No Pan Left Behind. I decided to go with my Cosmic Brushes Neutrals palette for this. Palette for this. This is one of my newest palettes, and it's definitely one of my least used palettes. I think I've probably used a couple of shades in this so far. So you can see that you could probably see there's a disturbance in the pan on this one because I've used it a couple of times, but everything else looks relatively untouched, so it'd be great to get a no pan left behind on the go on this, because it is a stunning palette. Honestly, Cosmic Brushes never miss with their quality and their formula and their shades, so I'm really excited to get into this and hopefully have this one out next month as well, because I'm so keen to get into this palette. So that was my first deck of panning video, and I just want to thank Emily and Max again for coming up with this wonderful project and always working hard on it for us every year so that we can have some fun with our panning. With that said, if you liked this video, please give me a like or a comment, or even subscribe. Your support is always really appreciated. If you prefer sort of shorter form content, more focused a little bit around fashion and makeup look inspiration, then please check out my TikTok, which is linked down below. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through to the end if you have, and I hope you're having a wonderful January. And if you're not, don't worry, we've got through the hard bit. January's nearly over.